Hello, everyone. I'm Bryanna Gravelle, and today my mini lecture is on courage. So, courage is a very interesting topic, and I'm so excited to tell you guys what courage is all about and how cool and how interesting it is. So, courage is actually a very interesting thing to go on because since reading up on it, I learned that the word courage, so the part core in courage, is actually the word in Latin for heart. Back in the day, courage meant to speak one's mind by telling all one's heart. But nowadays, so weird that courage can change in just a few years. So like I said, nowadays, courage means being more heroic or doing brave deeds. Courage is acting in a way that responds to risk appropriately, not overly confident or not in a cowardly way. It helps us accomplish good things. That's really cool because, who would have thought? There are actually 6 different types of courage. I didn't know this. I thought there's just one general type of courage. So there's physical courage, feeling fear yet choosing to act. There's emotional courage, following your heart. There's intellectual courage, expanding your horizon, letting go of the familiar. There's social courage, to be ourselves in the face of adversity. And moral courage, standing up for what's right. And we use so many of these in our daily life without even knowing. When I was first asked to take the topic courage, I was like, this is going to be really interesting to talk about right now because we are going through so much courage. Because we have to engage in new experience. We're doing online schooling now, working from home, having to wear masks everywhere. That's something so new for us, and it takes so much courage for us to step out and do this. We're also using courage to stand up for things. The body positivity movement, there's so many things going around about how plus-size women should be applauded and how even if you're super skinny, you're okay, and it's incredible. And then there's also standing up against racism, like the Black Lives Matter movement, and how we're fighting for people that we don't even know, and knowing that they deserved better than what had happened to them. One of the reasons that courage was the topic that I chose is because in the field of schooling I'm doing, so special care counseling, it takes a lot of courage on a day-to-day basis. Because not only are you dealing with clients all day, but you're dealing with different staff. And sometimes they don't do what's right, or the client doesn't do what's right. And you have to take the courage and you have to go to speak to someone and you have to go maybe almost tell on what happened because you want what's right for your clients and you want what's right for the job. So you have to take that courage and you have to either go talk to your boss, you have to make a report. And that's a really hard thing to do. So that's why I found it really resonated with me, the topic courage, because I use it so much on a day-to-day basis that I just felt like it was right. And I knew so much about it that I could use it. And then being strong-minded. I'm very strong-minded. So being strong-minded is a background, is a connection to courage. And when I know when something's wrong, I'm going to take the courage, I know I'm saying that word a lot, to go and speak up because no one should be treated badly. And that's something I stand really, really, really by because why would I want to be treated like that? I wouldn't. So I take the courage and I treat people the way I want to be treated. And I take the steps that need to be taken. So that's just something that's personal to me and that connects to me with courage. Another reason why courage resonated with me is because I don't require the approval of my peers to do what they think is correct. I take the chance and I do what I know is right. And that's the courage that I have. And that's the courage that I take on a day-to-day basis to know that I'm doing the right thing. So in high school, I was never very good in school. And I struggled a lot. But I took the courage to do something, to go to college, and to make myself something, even though I was told by principals, by teachers, that I wasn't going to graduate and I'm never going to go farther than high school. But I took the courage and I showed the courage, and now I have Dean's Honor Roll, and I'm showing those teachers, and I'm actually working side by side with a lot of these teachers that told me I wasn't going to make it and that I would fail and that I would never graduate. But now I'm one of their colleagues at the school. So it just goes to show that taking courage in your life, you will get so far and you will impress so many people. So don't be afraid to take courage and do what you know you want to do and surprise so many people around you. Being more courageous in life will help you respond appropriately to risk and it will help you accomplish positive things in your life. It takes a lot to move forward from your fears and from your scares and from your anxiety. But in the end, it will help you face your fears and it will help you be so much of a stronger person. And I think that's one thing that we all need to take in account with the topic courage, is that it's so much more than this little thing. It goes so much wider than we would ever think. And there's so many ways that we use courage in our lives. So one topic that we learned or that we touched on in class that used a lot of courage, I would have to say, is the movie The Room. Because in this movie, Ma uses so many different ways to show courage, and she tries to make Jack like the happiest little boy in the situation she is, and that takes so much courage for her because she's going through so much, yet she's putting a smile on her face. But then also, Ma is keeping Jack away from her kidnapper, and that takes courage because she could just be like, whatever. Another way Ma is showing courage is when trying to figure out ways to escape from Rome. She does everything in her power to think of something that can help both of them escape. And this shows, this is a type of courage that is not only physical, but it's also moral. It's physical courage because she feels so much fear in a daily life because of the kidnapper, but she chooses to act anyways. And emotional because following her heart, she knows what's right for her and Jack, so she's going to make it right. And it's amazing. And something that happens or that I've watched that shows courage is a movie called Hacksaw Ridge. This is a great example of courage. It's so touching how this man went in the army and didn't shoot one gun. It was against him. He didn't want to, so he never did. And that is showing courage because in the army you are so frowned upon for not doing something like that. But he knows. And also, during the battle, he saved 75 men in one night because he knew that was right. And that takes a lot of courage from him because he's putting his life at risk to go and save other people and to do what's right. And he actually ended up winning the Congress and Medal of Honor. And all his fellow soldiers in the beginning were shunning him. But after that, he earned so much respect and so much admiration for his bravery, selfishness, compassionate, because he risked his own life for no reason, because he knew it was right. That's courage. Courage is something that we use in our daily life without even knowing. Just little things like reaching out to a friend and saying, "How are you?" That's courage. Maybe talking to an old friend that you haven't spoke to in a while. That's courage. Talking to maybe a boyfriend or a girlfriend, that takes courage because you don't know them, but you're taking the time and you're reaching out to them. Or even getting a new animal. That takes courage because it's a whole new responsibility. And courage is something that, like I said, we don't know we do a lot in a day, but we do. And I'm really proud of us. So good job, guys. And I'm Bryanna Gravelle. And that was my mini lecture on courage, and I hope you liked it. Bye!